this. Just like I told you guys with authenticity, what I did from 2020 to 2025 that freed my family financially. My brain sees logic. My brain sees patterns. And all I'm presenting to you is exactly what I'm doing. You have to do your own research. This is not financial advice, but I'm going to share with you the facts, figures, numbers, logic, the historical patterns and how they rhyme, and how I'm navigating to protect my family's wealth and to make sure I'm on the right side of the quadrant in 2030. You follow my content on YouTube, the 3T Warrior Academy. I go deep in detail on this. This is important to understand. Today I broke down a video of the similarity between 1920 to 1929 to 2020 to 2029. We're in what's called our crisis stage. Now, I don't want you to fear this. I want you to be financially educated and understand how to navigate this. So the first thing you need to understand that the markets are markets are markets. It's not, do not listen to anybody telling you, oh, it's different this time. No, it's not. Not going to recreate something that God created. Nature has cycles, humans have cycles, markets have cycles. Real estate's like an 18-year cycle. Crypto's a 4-year cycle. The markets, I think, are a 7-8-year cycle. Everything cycles. Humanity does the same shit every single time. They always think it's always going to be perfect. They think it's going to keep going up. Think their relationship's going to be perfect. The market's going to be perfect. Their job's going to be perfect. And we all get undisciplined, effing sloppy, and we get wrecked. So in 1920, something was introduced called margin. We went into the roaring 20s. Real estate was booming. The stock markets were flying. Money was flowing like water. So margin meant you could put $1 in a bank and they'd give you 10, and you could put it in the stock market and you could margin that. So people were over leveraged. Remember the roaring 20s, so everything's flowing and people forget that greed always gets effed. This is where nature cycles comes in. So when people are making tons of money, they forget fundamental principles. They forget how markets work, and they forget that too much greed always has a counteract to it. Greed gets wrecked with market collapses. People get over leveraged, the markets can't sustain, and there has to be a reset. Just like you. Just like when you get too greedy and you get sloppy and you're heading off into lust, you get caught up. What's done in darkness always comes to light. It's the human condition. That's why they say take the middle ground. Okay, so 1920 to 1929, everybody got super greedy, everybody was over leveraged, and boom, they collapsed the system in 1929, Black Monday. Now the difference is, it was hear ye, it was all rumor, so everybody started pulling their money out of the bank.